Hey guys, Adrian here with the Eros Method, and today I'd like to talk about the cycles of anxiety and the cycles of confidence, and how you can move between the two. First of all, I'd like to talk about anxiety and what it is. Anxiety is a type of energy. Just like confidence is a type of energy, anxiety is an energy, but it has its own qualities. Now, anxiety, for me, is a fear of loss. Now that's a fear of loss that I could already have within me. It could be a fear of loss about something that's already happened to me, or it could be a fear of loss about something that I perceive as that is going to happen to me. So something that could be coming in from the outside that could cause me to lose something. For example, I could have a fear about that, and that is what I would call anxiety. And now, anxiety could also be within me already. For example, a number of times where I have lost something, for example, a girlfriend or friends, and these little losses build up within me and they cause me to repeat certain patterns and expect the similar outcome for the next time those things happen. So those things build up and they build up momentum and they gain momentum, they turn into a cycle. And we all have these cycles just for different things. It's a very common cycle to have a fear of loss about a partner or a job or money, those kind of things. These cycles, the more that we allow them to run in our bodies and in our minds, the longer they go on, the more momentum they get and the more momentum they pick up. And the harder it is to slow them down and stop them. So what do? First of all, the first thing we need to do to stop a cycle of anxiety is awareness and presence. The first thing we need is to be aware that these things are actually taking place, that these cycles are happening, that there's a potential for these cycles to happen, and that there's a potential for loss, or there's a potential for us to continue to feed the cycle of the anxiety. It's at that point that we have awareness that we need to make a decision. And that is the very first port of call against stopping a cycle from, first of all, even starting, and second of all, gaining momentum and speed and picking up. What happens when we make a decision? Well, we could either make one of two decisions. It could either be a constructive decision or a destructive decision. When we make a constructive decision, we slow down that cycle of anxiety. We slow it down, we put a bit of a brake on its momentum, and we begin to transmute it into confidence. How do we make a constructive decision? Well, we do the right thing. In other words, we use courage. And every time we use courage, we start chipping away at that cycle and we start moving ourselves away from the cycle of anxiety and into the cycle of confidence. That's a constructive decision. Alternatively, if we make a destructive decision, we continue to feed that cycle of anxiety. We continue to give it speed and momentum and give it all those nasty things that we don't want anymore. So, we need to make a decision, and we need to make a constructive decision. And it needs to be a courageous decision to start building up that cycle of confidence. In a similar vein that anxiety builds up speed and momentum, confidence builds up speed and momentum. The more constructive decisions we make, the more courage we do, the more that we begin to build our cycles of confidence, the more momentum we give it, and the easier and easier it is to keep it going and keep it flowing and keep the cycle of confidence building and picking up a speed. Every single task or challenge that we have has its own cycles. So this is not going to apply to your entire life in one go. Every single little thing and every single little decision that we have confidence or anxiety about have their own cycles. And it's important to be aware of this because we could have confidence in one domain of our life for example, dating and relationships, but have little confidence in another area like making money or job security. So it's important to pay attention. It's important to grow our presence, grow our awareness, and pay attention to those times in our life where we can make a decision and we can make a constructive decision and choose to move away from anxiety to confidence. Now, I hope this has helped. I hope you can take this away and make some constructive, courageous decisions in your life. And please get in contact with me if you'd like any more help using this tool. It's been great, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been Adrian here with the Eros Method. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.